Good day to you, America. It's Bill back at the National Veterans Wheelchair Games once again. As promised, I'm doing another video diary, and I'm here in front of the event called the slalom, which I explained earlier in the week. It's basically like an obstacle course for people to try to overcome. And we have a lot of novices, which means first-time people here trying to do this. And it's going to really build their confidence once they complete this course, because they're going to go through some things that they didn't think they would be able to accomplish before, such as going over some pretty high bumps like a curb, maybe going through a sand pit or a gravel pit or something like that. So I'm excited to watch this because the determination in their eyes, there's no quitting these veterans. They're going to complete this thing no matter what. And anyway, I have with me our National Senior Vice President, Al Kovach. And Al's been around supporting the games all this week, and in fact, he's competing in hand cycling on Saturday, I believe it is, right, Al? And let me give the mic to Al and let him explain to you what these games are to him.
Thanks, Bill. Actually, in 1994 was my first Veterans Wheelchair Games, and it so inspired me to continue doing this that I just couldn't see just doing this once a year, so I actually got involved in sports on a regular basis, and one of the sports I seem to have really latched onto is hand cycling. I can't go without it. However, today we got the slalom behind us, and really, like what Bill was saying, is that the obstacles you see out here are obstacles these guys have to deal with every day, and this is actually something similar to what I had to go through when I was going through rehab back in the early 90s. So even though it's a little more challenging than your everyday life, but it's definitely something that I could learn from if I did it, but I'm just too lazy to do it. Hand cycling is a lot easier. Anyways, back to you, Bill.
Thanks, Al. We won't tell everybody you said you were too lazy to do that, but I've often watched this, and maybe once my presidency's over where I've got some time, I may even try to do it myself, but it would be interesting to see how I fare compared to the rest of these people. While Al was talking, I was kind of glancing around the room, and I see a lot of the family members sitting back here watching, and I got to tell you, they're just as nervous as the athlete is. They're so excited, and they want their loved one to do so good that they're screaming. And as you can tell, the beginning of slalom has taken place. So I'm going to ask Mark if he couldn't pan around and get some of this on the video. Well, as you can see, the gentleman that was going through there, you notice that he went through a couple of obstacles. And although this is a sport and it's meant to be fun, it's actually also a rehabilitation tool, because those couple of obstacles that he went through are things that he might encounter out there just in his regular life. So I think it was kind of smart that VA and PVA put these games together, realizing that this was really a good rehabilitation tool, and we didn't tell the athletes that that's what it was meant for, but otherwise they would have maybe thought, PT, pain and torture, we don't want to do it, but this way it's a lot of fun. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next diary. Thanks.